The Sea of Thieves is filled with Easter eggs and details that highlight various pirates' impacts on the seas itself. Yet, no Easter egg is as glorious and genuinely emotional than Glitterbeard. To successfully complete Glitterbeard, you need 8 different pirates all gathered together at Plunder Valley. But today, Skunky the Pirate, who is named that not for his odor, but for his natural white streak cutting through his dark hair, was going to try the impossible. He was going to try to complete Glitterbeard completely solo. His story today began at Plunder Outpost, where he was the sole pirate manning a galleon, a ship meant for 4 players. Skunky assumed that the rest of his crew was just mere moments away from joining him, so for now, he was participating in his favorite pastime. He fished for about 10 minutes, and then when it became clear his crewmates weren't coming anytime soon, he purchased a bait crate to start fishing up a wider variety of fish. Even though his crew was now running 30 minutes late, Skunky was perfectly content. While he cooked up his fresh fish, the details of the galleon began to stand out. From the shrouded ghost figurehead to the Shrek green pirate lord statue hidden in the far bottom corners of the ship, this galleon told plenty of stories. Many pirates had spent time, like Skunky, fishing up fish before. Plenty of time putting into merchants' runs, and at one point this galleon, known as the Ghastly Fin, had even encountered its namesake, the Shrouded Ghost. This was a floating museum, and Skunky was going to add to it by completing Glitterbeard. After doing some more fishing and taking in the sights of Plunder Outpost, Skunky the Pirate decided it was best to start sailing over to Plunder Valley. That way, when the rest of his crew joined the Ghastly Fin, they'd be able to complete Glitterbeard right away. Now, I know I keep emphasizing Skunky was waiting for his crew to come along, but something really wasn't adding up. As previously mentioned, it takes 8 pirates total to complete Glitterbeard, but even with a full galleon, Skunky was only going to have 4 pirates. And while I was continuously confused by the math not mathing, Skunky seemed unconcerned by this. At Plunder Valley, Skunky searched around and finally found it, the Glitterbeard tree. And now all he had to do was wait. He waited, and waited, and waited. To a point, it seemed like he wasn't even waiting for just his own crew to arrive, but was looking out to the seas, anticipating another ship full of 7 other pirates just arriving on their own. Time passed at Plunder Valley, and it became clear no one was coming. So Skunky decided to take things into his own hands. If he could play the necessary instruments fast enough in various places around the tree, maybe he'd be able to activate the Glitterbeard Easter egg all on his own. But alas, no luck. His solo attempt had failed. Skunky wanted things to be even easier for his crew when they arrived, so he moved the galleon over to the side of Plunder with the tree. Then he slammed his entire body into the side of the island and began pacing through different parts of Plunder Valley. Minutes, hours, days were now passing. In real time, it had been about 2 hours, but in Sea of Thieves, it had felt like years. But Skunky was patient. He knew eventually if he waited long enough, Glitterbeard would come. And just like that, a miracle occurred. Out of the second level of his galleon emerged a new crewmate. He was 25% of the way to Glitterbeard. It's important to acknowledge that 2 pirates is still not 8, and this still wasn't enough to get to Glitterbeard, but he was now far closer to it than he had been in the past 2 hours. Not having 10 hours to spare, this is where I bid adieu to Skunky and his pal. Glitterbeard is about the spirit of the Sea of Thieves, building community and friendship in honor of the real-life pirate who created that lasting impact on the seas. Skunky had been living out the legend of Glitterbeard all night long by pleasantly letting me on his ship and chatting me up at various points throughout the evening, using a guild-owned galleon and just enjoying every moment he had on the seas. He was patient because he didn't view what he was doing as waiting. Instead, he viewed it as living, thriving even. And even if he never successfully got that Glitterbeard door open, it was clear he already knew what Glitterbeard was really all about.